Hello and welcome to Mindful Therapy's evening meditation. Tonight will be a breathing meditation. Um, we are broadcasting this through the Facebook page tonight rather than the group, as I know a number of people struggle to access the group page, the group. So I'll be talking with Rachel tomorrow, and we'll probably be working out and letting everybody know where we'll be broadcasting from in the future. So this evening's meditation is a breathing meditation which has 4 stages, and as well as helping us become present to notice, helps train the mind to notice distraction. So in each stage we're using the breath in particular, but counting as well in 2 of the stages, to notice when we get distracted and gently come back to the focal point that we choose. And what we're doing with that is we're training the mind to notice distraction and to come back to where we want it to be. So what we will be doing with this practice is basically rewiring our mind to notice distraction so we can come back to the task in hand more quickly. And I know a lot of people right now are working from home, and the distractions in the home are significantly more sometimes than when we're working in the office, etc. And so, practicing this practice on a regular basis can help us manage the distractions that are there. So let's say there's 4 stages. In the first stage, we count after the out breath. So breathe in, breathe out, 1. Breathe in, breathe out, 2. All the way up to 10. And then we start again from 1. Unless we get distracted. If we get distracted, then we acknowledge, we notice, we congratulate ourselves for noticing. There's nothing wrong, it's perfectly normal. And we gently come back to the breath and back to the counting, starting again from 1, which might mean we never ever get up to 10. And that's perfectly okay as well. We're not trying to get to 10. That's not the mission here. This is mindfulness of breathing, not counting. What we're trying to do is notice every time our mind wanders and return back to where we want it to be. In the second stage, which is very similar, we'll be counting just before the in-breath. So 1, breathe in, breathe out. 2, breathe in, breathe out. Again, all the way up to 10. And if we get distracted, just acknowledge that, gently come back to the breath and back to the counting, starting again from 1. In the third stage, we drop the counting altogether and just bring as much attention as we can to the felt sensations of the breath. Just really noticing where we can feel the breath in the body, breath by breath, moment by moment. And again, every time our mind wanders, just gently acknowledging with kindness, just coming back to our breath. And then in the fourth stage, we zoom into a particular part of the breath in the nostrils. So just really noticing that the sensations in that moment when the air around us becomes the breath, when the breath becomes the air around us. And really just focusing as much sensation as we can to the breath in the nostrils. And again, it's okay to get distracted. It's perfectly natural. It's perfectly normal. Just gently coming back each time to the breath. Back to the breath in the nostrils. So before we start, just finding a comfortable, relaxed meditation position, either sitting or lying. With your back fairly upright. And feet flat on the floor if you're sitting, if that's comfortable for you. And if it's comfortable for you, just gently allowing the eyes to close. Or if not, just softening the focus on a neutral point, 2 or 3 feet on the floor in front of you. Just softening the focus, so we're not staring, we're not just allowing the gaze to soften slightly. And setting an intention for this practice, an intention to be present, to pay attention to the breath, to notice distraction, and to gently return to the breath each time. So gently turning our attention to the breath, just noticing what it feels like to breathe, what it feels like to breathe in, what it feels like to breathe out. Breathing in, you're aware that you're breathing in. breathing out, you're aware that you're breathing out. Mindfulness of breathing, stage 1. And just gently marking the end of each out breath with the count from 1 to 10. So breathing in, breathing out, 1. Breathing in, breathing out, 2. All the way up to 10, and then starting again from 1. And pretty soon, you probably notice that your mind begins to wander, drifting into thinking, planning, remembering, fantasy. That's okay. That's what our minds do. There's nothing wrong. We're not trying to stop our thoughts or push them away. We're just choosing not to get involved. No need to engage in thinking. Just notice, gently return to the breath and back to the counting, starting again from 1. And most of our attention should be on the breath. Just using the counting to remind us of our intention to focus on the breath, and to notice distraction and gently return to the breath each time. Just gently marking the end of each out breath with the count from 1 to 10. Mindfulness of breathing, stage 2. And just gently adjusting the count to welcome in each new breath. 1, breathing in, breathing out. 2, breathing in, breathing out. Again, all the way up to 10, and then starting again from 1. And we're not striving to get to 10. Every time we notice distraction, every time we notice our mind has wandered, that's a moment of awareness, a moment of mindfulness, a moment of choice. Just choosing each time to gently come back to the breath and back to the counting, starting again from 1. Just gently marking the start of each breath. With the count from 1 to 10. Each time your mind wanders, there's nothing wrong, there's no need to judge. Just gently come back to the breath, back to the counting. Just marking the start of each new breath with the count from 1 to 10. Mindfulness of breathing, stage 3. Now just letting go of the counting. Just bring as much attention as we can to the felt sensations of each breath. Just following the whole of each breath. Noticing where you can feel the breath in the body. Breath by breath, moment by moment. See if we can bring curiosity, beginner's mind, to each breath. Each breath, the first time this breath has been breathed, and the last. Each breath unique, each breath different. Just looking, just bringing our awareness to the felt sensations, just taking our attention inwards. Noticing where we can feel the breath in the body. And if our mind wanders or become distracted, just gently coming back to the breath. Just taking this practice one breath at a time. We don't need to change the breath at all. Your breath's perfectly good as it is right now. Just noticing where you can feel the breath. Maybe noticing the sensations in the nostrils, the throat, the chest. The sensations of the breath in the abdomen. The subtle sensations in the sides of the body. The sensations in the back of the body. Just exploring the whole of each breath with curiosity. And each time the mind wanders off, just gently, with kindness, with acceptance, just gently coming back to the breath, back to the sensations of this breath. Just allowing the breath to keep us present, to keep us in this body, in this moment. Mindfulness of breathing, stage 4. And just sharpening the focus of our attention. Just bring the spotlight of our awareness to the sensations of the breath in the nostrils. And just zooming in like zooming in with a camera or a microscope. Just exploring the sensations of the breath in the nostrils. You might be aware of sounds, physical sensations. It's okay. There's plenty of space in our awareness just to allow them to be there. We're not trying to change anything. We're not trying to make anything happen. We're just choosing to focus our attention to the sensations of the breath in the nostrils. And each time our mind wanders or we become distracted, just gently coming back to the breath in the nostrils. Just noticing whether sensations are stronger on the in-breath or the out-breath. Whether they're stronger in the left nostril or the right nostril. There's no right, there's no wrong. It's just your experience right now. Well, you might want to explore the sensations in the pause between the breaths. The pause between the in-breath and the out-breath. The transition back to the in-breath following the out-breath. Just exploring the sensations of the breath in the nostrils. In that moment when the air around us becomes the breath, and the breath becomes the air around us. Now gently, just allowing our attention to expand back out to the whole of the breath. Noticing the breath in the throat, the chest, the back of the body. So the breath in the abdomen. Just expanding our awareness to take in the whole of the breath. Noticing where you can feel the breath in the body now. And gradually opening up to the space around you. Noticing the contact with the surfaces supporting you. Noticing the sounds inside and outside the room. And noticing how you're feeling right now. A sense of peace and calm. And be dedicating this practice to yourself and to others. To take any felt sense of peace with you. The rest of today, as we bring this practice to a close. Thank you very much, everyone who was able to join us. I apologise if there was any confusion around whether it was via the page or via the group. It was via the page this time. It may be the group next time. We will try and make sure that everybody is clear for tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be doing the mindful movement class from 3 till 4. And that will be via the page, without a doubt. The 5:30 till 6 class will be a kindness practice led by either myself or Rachel, and we will confirm via both the page and the group where that will be via. We are trying to get this right and trying to reach as many people as possible and support as many people as possible over the coming weeks, to help people. Mindfulness and meditation apps are out there, but being able to meditate together, to share this time, to share this space, to be able to come together as a group and meditate together has that element of connection that we can't get from an app, that we can't get from a recording. So hoping that people can join us. We will be broadcasting every day. We will be broadcasting every weekday from 5:30 till 6, and we will be broadcasting on other days as well. So please keep on checking with the Facebook page for updates, and take care, and hope to see you all both online and in real life at some stage again in the future, when we can start meeting again and meditating together at the Mindful Therapy Centre. So thank you very much. Have a lovely evening, and take care, and hopefully go with peace. Thank you.